Wednesdays Legendary. Subscribe now.
You won an Emmy?
I did win an Emmy.
What did you do? Win an Emmy? What was
I
project?
In 2021. This is during the pandemic. The National Puerto Rican Parade approached me about doing a segment because since we were locked down, we weren't having a parade.
Right.
So they wanted to do a presentation on TV, and this was about the legacy of Puerto Rican poetry. So they asked me to be a scriptwriter. In this piece, I was living in Puerto Rico during the pandemic for a few months.
Te fuiste.
Me fui. It was my first time living alone,
Right.
with my Chihuahua, Pinky. May she rest in peace.
Oh, Pinky. Yeah, I remember. She was in one of my movies.
Pinky.
Yeah, The Love Potion.
Let me tell you something. Tito is a man's man. But that's what I'm saying. You just better make sure that he didn't go in and be a man's man. What? Let me tell you something. Tito would never get caught like that. You crazy? It's all right. Because you see Tequila right here? She gonna smell her STD. I've seen it. You just better make sure that he didn't drop the salt.
Yep. Pinky. Yo, Pinky, my dog. Oh, my God. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how she lived. Pero, so they approached me to be a script writer. There was no money involved, no pay. And I was like, okay, I will do this because it's for the legacy of Puerto Rican poetry. So then I started looking to the oldest poems I could find written by Puerto Ricans and then extrapolating quotes here and creating this script. I didn't do it alone. It was in collaboration with a team of people, but I was part of that team. I was the only poet of the team, though. And so, going from the first poems of Puerto Rico, the messages, and a lot of it is very revolutionary. And then La Borinqueña, Lola Rodríguez de Tío, then that generation that comes across to New York City, and then we have that generation of NuYoricans, Miguel Piñero, Miguel Algarín, Pedro Pietri, Tato Laviera, Sandra María Esteves.
Heavy hitters.
Heavy hitter, Bimbo Riva, who created the phrase Loisaida. That's all NuYorican, that's Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
So, and then I got to put my poem into it, part of the newer generation, so it's the legacy of Puerto Rican poetry. And it was on ABC during the parade, and I didn't think anything of it. They said, that they nominated for an Emmy. I didn't think we'd win. I didn't go. I was like, I really didn't think I was gonna. I really did not think I was gonna win an Emmy.
Right, and look at that.
And then I was with my son. We were in Times Square. I was doing some other, conference over there. And he was there when I'm looking at my phone, and it's like, we won. And I just oh my God. He says to this day, like, that scream, he'll never forget it. Like, that
that's
joy.
Beautiful to see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so full circle, win an Emmy for doing all this beautiful work. About Puerto Rico, about the love. I feel like there's so much love and like pain.
But it's taking that pain,
yes,
and transforming it. Because a lot of us, we all go through pain. But if we don't alchemize that pain and turn it into something, you're gonna deal with rage. You're gonna have projected anger. You're not gonna be healthy. You're not going to be happy.
You take that with you.
Yeah, te carga eso ahí. And so I became executive director before I won the Emmy. I did the thing in 2021. I was already on the board of the NuYorican Poets Cafe. We were looking for somebody else to be the executive director, bro. I had no ambitions of being.
You weren't?
No, I had my space in the Bronx that I was developing, El Garaje. I was, I had my own thing, my own career, and I've never done administrative work. I've never needed an HR or I don't know anything about that, right? So we're in the pandemic. The NuYoricans shut down for those years, and then one of the board members was like, "Why don't you do it?"
Te tiró al fuego. Te tiró al fuego. A la candela.
And I was like, "Oh my God. Now how can I not?" Like, you asked me, like, what am I going to say? No? Y ahí. And I didn't know how. Again, just follow spirit. And here we are now. ushered into a $24 million renovation, and the building is right now under NuYoricanstruction, baby. Thank you. The only building in New York City with a Puerto Rican flag on it.
Oof.
That was another thing I insisted, like plantar bandera,
Right.
cultura. Erasure happens so fast. Everything is getting so, gentrified, expensive. Like less and less of us are here. It's like, okay, we have to keep the stronghold of, the village intact. Mm-hmm. What is Loisaida Center doing? What's Clemente Soto Vélez Center doing? What's this place doing? Puerto Rican Traveling Center. Make sure that we are still united instead of competing.
I love that.
You have to.
I love that. I love that. Yes.
So that we all remain. Otherwise, because if we start competing with each other, what's the point of being the last one standing when ain't nobody else around?
To be honest with you, like going there 6-7 years ago, I came out like wow, this is gonna end pretty soon. You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry to say that.
No, it was run
but
down.
I was like, wow, this is on his last days. Like, like I remember going in and giving a $20 to somebody who was at the door. They put it in his pocket. My man was like, I was like, okay. I'm not talking shit. I'm really just
I know,
talking.
that's why it's funny. Because when it's true,
you know what I mean?
That shit is funny.
And I was like, okay, está bien. You know what I mean? It's like,
And I know that guy.
I felt
I fired
that.
a lot of those people, and they can't stand me because it's like they weren't trying to move into the new NuYorican era. They wanted it the old way, and it was dilapidated.
Yeah.
You couldn't plug in 2 heaters. You'd blow the
like
grid.
that. Exactly.
We were cold in the winter, hot in the summer. Pero it's true. It was run down.
Yeah.
And when I first went into that building after the pandemic, there was floods. That had happened during that pandemic because whenever it rained, that basement's it would just flood. Mm-hmm. There was flies the size of like gumballs.
Diablo,
like
fuerte.
Flying by the thousands, swarms. It was like, ooh, like, things would die in there, rats and whatever else. Like, eso era un desastre. And then I'm like, okay.
Wow.
It was like being engaged for a bunch of years, and then now you're married. And so it was like, oh God, I'm married to the NuYorican Post Cafe.
Right.
And now le vi el culo, le vi los huevos. I saw too much.
Oh, yeah, you saw everything.
I saw too much, but I came in and, being a mother, being a woman, like I know, being a bruja,
limpiaste casa.
Limpié.
limpieza
Una limpieza total. And that then cleaned the slate for what it is that is happening right now. Now we're going to have 5 floors, 2 theaters, dressing rooms and flex space, classroom, archive, a garden, todo. And when I cleaned out that building, I found all the notes of the elders and what they wanted. So I am basically ushering their dream that they never saw. Yeah. I have the notes.
El poder de una mujer.
I'm telling you, yeah. I'm telling you. And you got to be a little bit bruja. A little bit. You got to be a little bit bruja to work that magic, because otherwise it's scary. It's very daunting.
So when's, what, is there an opening coming? Is there they're construct? I mean, you came a little late today because you say you were in construction today. Like,
I was on the site.
You were on the site?
With a hard hat.
With a hard hat and everything? He was like, I'm in construction and I'm going... So
concrete splashing.
Oh my God!
I tasted concrete for the first time today. For real, I was like, that better not be bird shit. It's like, no, it's just concrete.
Yeah,
okay. But walking through those spaces, choosing what color, pointing on the bricks because the bricks are iconic. So it's like renovation, restoration.
What?
Yeah, all of those things. And I chose Nantucket because Nantucket is actually an indigenous name, and because the color blends nicely into the wall, and when you photograph it, it doesn't look crazy. So all of those things.
Okay.
Taking like from the tiniest details
Nice.
to
I love
the
that.
biggest details. Just doing it.
Okay, so we were invited to the grand opening.
Hell yeah. I mean, we're going to get the keys in 2026. And speaking of synchronicities, my parents got married on Halloween. They're not together anymore, but they got married on Halloween. And the anniversary of the NuYorican Poets Cafe is on Halloween.
Halloween is a big day for you, man.
big day for me. And I was like,
That's why January baby loves Halloween so much.
crazy.
Right? Wow.
And so we're, the goal is to do the hard opening on Halloween 2026.
Wow, man. I am so proud of you. I am like so honored to, call you my sister.
Yes,
We've
I
been
am
friends for
your
a
sister.
long time
Yes.
and worked together on so many. And I feel like
love
we
you.
still, I love you too very much.
Yes.
And I feel like we're going to do our best yet. Our
Yes.
best yet. Something is going to come. I know that.
None of that work that we did
Yeah.
is for nothing.
Yeah.
We've put in that foundation, just like that foundation being laid down in there. We have that too, our legacy. We've done that,
Right.
and we're here for each other. Connected always.
What does the word legendaria brings you like to your mind whenever you hear that word? Because you are a legendaria.
Thank you. If I say too much, it'll make me cry.
Well, it's good for the soul, but like you're doing so much work that it's that it's getting us to this point. So,
It's my elders, bro. Yeah. My great grandmother, she didn't know how to read or write, but she taught me how to recite.
Wow.
And my grandmother, she worked in a one room cement place across the street from the school in Manatí, Puerto Rico. They called it a dispensario, but she gave medicine to los jibaritos that were scared to go to hospitals. Ella curaba a la gente. Like she dedicated her life to healing people. My other grandmother from the Bronx, she also was that way. Would feed. She was the babysitter of the block. She took care of everybody. Yeah, my elders, bro, my grandfathers,
Beautiful.
all of it. Like, they were good people.
Legendary.
Legendary.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us, and we love you so much.
Thank
We're standing on your shoulders because you're opening doors for so many people here, and the work that you're doing at the NuYorican Poets Cafe it's monumental. It's monumental. Thank you. I don't know if a lot of people have said that to you, but on behalf of everyone that is listening, we thank you for actually keeping that story alive, because there's one thing that you said: erasures happens very quick before you know it. They fucking put a Starbucks right on it, and then what? So thank you for the work that you do, bro.
Thank you.
There you have it.
Thank you.
Gotta
Love
give you a hug.
bro.
Well, I hope you liked our first episode. I'm going to leave you with a scene of our movie called Vinos de Macho, where Caridad and I embarked in a roller coaster of laughs. If you want to watch the whole film, there's a private link in the description of this video. Enjoy.
Ya me tienes harta, pinche huella. ¡Cállese, pendejas! I'm calling David. Always correcting me.
Hello.
Hello.
Venus. Is everything okay?
Hi, my love.
Hello?
David, I just want you to know that... ¡Échate pa' allá, pendejas!
What?
No, that's not for you. There's just some flies around here, some flies.
Venus, have you been drinking?
No, I haven't been drinking.
Then why are you slurring? And do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's like midnight, right?
No, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you calling me drunk.
Okay, I had like one drink, maybe two.
Venus, please don't call me. I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Why'd you pick up the phone?
You know I don't have time for this. You make me cry so much, I don't have any more tears left in me. And do yourself a favor, drink yourself to death before you hurt someone else.
Damn!
Loser, don't call me anymore, I hate you!
Get up, you drunk man. Get up. Go and check out what we can pick up at the diner. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. You drunk.